It's that time of the year again. The Airfix Club is back. So, hello everyone, I'm Matt. This is Model Minutes. Welcome back to the workbench. Join me in this video as I take a look in the 2024 Airfix Club box. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So, this is the Airfix Club box, which seems to be the typical club box that we've seen now for a number of years. I think it was like 2019, 2020. That's when they introduced this box. So let's get it open and see what we've got inside. And first up, we've got our little letter. So this is the welcome letter, and it tells you what you should have inside the box. And so we should have a kit, we should have a flying hours passport, a flight tag, a sticker, a poster, and a pin badge. But also, don't forget that if you, well, I'm presuming that you probably would have bought this through the website. I don't think there's anywhere else you can get it. You get 10% off on the website if you buy anything else after the point where you bought your membership. And there was even, I think it was like last weekend, there was a 20% off special deal just for club members. You can get more information, products and news. You get 3 magazines per year, a wall calendar. You have access to competitions in the member only area on the website, and there are experiences as well. And as it says down the bottom, it is a 12-month membership. So let's take a look at the physical things I've got inside my red box this year. So first up is a remove before assembly keyring. I think this may have been included last year. It's a fairly cool keyring. I've actually used these on my bags when I've been traveling abroad to help identify my personal luggage. So it's quite a handy one to have if that's the kind of thing you're into, or just hanging it up somewhere. So yeah, always nice to see that. I've probably had quite a few of these over the years as well. Having gone to Airfix events, they tend to give these out. Also, an Airfix Club pin badge. So I think this one came last year as well, but this is a nice enamel pin badge, all metallic with an Airfix logo on the back there. We have a couple of Airfix stickers printed to quite a nice quality. Peel off the backing, stick them on something. I don't know, stick them wherever you want. And a poster. Eat, sleep, Airfix, repeat. I wonder if they've seen my t-shirt, because my t-shirt says eat, sleep, build, repeat. So I guess great minds think alike. This is slightly different to the one last year. I can't remember what was on there. I think it was like keep calm, make Airfix was last year's one. So they've updated that. A little A4 sheet. Quite good printing on that. A little bit of a scuff on mine, but still perfectly usable that you could put on your wall. And the last thing, paperwork-wise, is the passport, the Flying Hours passport. So this is, people have said about the Airfix Club, it's a little bit out of date with the way they do their passport. So if you're new to this, there was a video I made a few years ago about how to redeem your Flying Hours. Flying Hours, if you don't know, is the tokens that come on the sides of the Airfix boxes. Cut them out, keep them, but you can only redeem them if you're a member of the Airfix Club. So you cut them out, you stick them onto the sheets, and then you send them away and you can get free kits. However, take the word free with a pinch of salt, because you do need to send postage. Postage is £5.95, and you either need to do it through cheque, postal order, or a credit debit card. It's a little bit antiquated in that sense, because you'd think that being a member of the club and having an online space on the website, you could just upload your Flying Hours there, for example, and then have the kits sent out to you. So there is a little bit of legwork you've got to do if you want to redeem them. Alternatively, if you do have Flying Hours coupons and you're not a member of the club, or you have no intention of redeeming them, please hold on to them and send them to Models for Heroes. And I've got a coaster there, Models for Heroes. Send it to these guys and they will use those coupons to redeem them themselves, and they will use them for their charity work. So if you don't know anything about Models for Heroes, check them out. But yes, the Flying Hours token passport, this one here is not a freebie. That just shows you where you stick them. People asked me in the last video I made, is it a freebie? No, it's not. It's just indicating where you need to stick them, which is a bit of a shame. You would have thought they would have stuck a freebie in there for you, but it is what it is. So yeah, I will try and remember to link my Flying Hours video under this one if you would like to take a closer look. So that's it paperwork wise, but we do get a kit. And this time, because it's the 80th anniversary of D-Day, they've gone with a double boxing. And double boxings, in my opinion, are always so much better value than when you get a single kit. So I think last year was the Gloucester Meteor, and it was a brand new tooling which was why it was on its own. It was just one kit in the box, but you had a choice of 2 paint schemes. Year before that, you had 2 Hawks, the last and the first of the Hawks. So you could have built 2 kits out of the box. So I always think that getting 2 kits in the box is better value, and hopefully moving forward, Airfix will take on that note. But yeah, so this time we've got a Hawker Typhoon Mark 1B used during D-Day, and we've also got a Supermarine Spitfire PR 19 or Photo Reconnaissance 19 version, which again is a D-Day version. And I know we've just spoken about the flying hours, but ironically the flying hours tokens are not included on club kits, so take that as you will. But yeah, we have 2 kits in here, but bear in mind that they are not necessarily the most recent toolings. So on the side here, it tells us the Spitfire tooling is a 2009. So it's going to be quite simple. It's not going to be up to the same standard as modern releases from Airfix. This is just when Hornby took over. So it will be good, but it won't be necessarily as detailed or as have the same finesse as something today would. However, the Typhoon is a 2013 tooling, and that is what, 10, 11 years old now. But I've actually built the Typhoon when it was part of a starter set, and it was a pretty decent kit. So I'm just going to do a quick look inside the box. So our transfers are there, and you can see that we've got our transfers as one big sheet, but for both aircraft, and the stripes come as transfers, which is good. And those are cartograph decals, so they should be really high quality. We've got our instructions as well, and they are the standard kit instructions for these particular versions, but with the relevant paint scheme for the club kit, which comes in full color. The good thing about the Typhoon, being a more modern release, it has slightly better detail, but you also get a choice of armament, you get the choice of rockets or bombs, and you can even, I think you do landing gear raised and lowered as well, but you can even have the gun bays open, and you can see the internal mechanisms of the weapon and the where they would rearm it with extra munitions. So that's a really nice addition. That's the way I went with mine when I built my starter set. Although technically it wouldn't be a starter set anymore, it would be a gift set. Moving on to the Spitfire. Interestingly, the Spitfire has a pilot which has arms separate, which is something we don't normally see in 1/72nd scale. But as you can probably tell from the instructions, it's a fairly simple affair with not much going on this particular kit. But then we come to the end and it's just all one color. So not necessarily the most complicated of kits, but they should be pretty good. And then we have our plastic parts. So this is our Typhoon. I'm not going to do a full unboxing on this. I could do one later if that's what people are interested in, but that would be a standalone video. But yeah, they look to be pretty well molded from what I can tell through the bag. And here's the Spitfire. A little bit more simple on the Spitfire. It's quite reminiscent of the Mark 1 Spitfire, because that's around the same sort of time this would have been tooled. But yeah, not too bad. Could build up into some pretty nice kits. So that is effectively that. That is the club pack for 2024. Interesting to see what they come up with next year. So if you were interested in getting your club pack, which includes your 2 D-Day aircraft for the anniversary, your club flying hours passport, which you can redeem against more kits if you want to, but you do have to pay postage, and it is usually better value to save up your kits and get the biggest kit you can for the value. You get 1 poster, you get a nice pin badge, you get a remove before assembly tag, which is quite handy for identifying your bags, some stickers, and a welcome letter. Not forgetting, of course, that you get access to the club area on the website. You get 10% off on the website as well when you buy anything, and you get magazines that are sent out for you. How much did this cost me? Well, at the moment on the Airfix website, this club pack, including everything you see here, is £35. So take that as you will. Is that good value? Is it not good value? You are getting a double kit in there, so potentially with the other perks, it does make some element of financial sense. However, if you're not in the UK, things get a little bit more complicated. So if you're not in the UK, you have to buy the membership at £15, and then you have to purchase the club box, so everything you've got here, as a separate item. I think this is down to a postage issue. So depending on where you are in the world, I imagine postage could be quite a bit prohibitive. But then again, that's something that you'd need to look into for yourself and make that financial decision. Personally, I go for the Airfix Club, as it's a bit of a tradition now on the channel. I have made a video about some of the old Airfix Clubs that I've had membership to and what you got in that one. And I'm looking forward to getting my hands on to this kit and having a build of it at some point in the future. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think of my quick look inside the box of the Airfix Club this year? And if you agree that my assessment of this product was fair. As always, a quick shout out to my channel members and patrons for the extra support they give the channel. A massive thanks to these guys on screen. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, full information is under the video as well. Finally though, I think the last thing to say is a massive thank you to you for watching this one, and I'll see you on the workbench again next time.